Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to another session on time management hacks for pharmacy students. Whether you may be a B.Pharm undergraduate or M.Pharm postgraduate, or you may be pursuing your PhD or whatsoever. So it is very necessary for all of us to maintain the timelines, and it becomes very necessary to maintain time or to manage our time effectively such that we can get ultimate success. So today we are going to deal with such a aspects of time management for pharmacy students. So here with these hacks or techniques, you can balance your academics, projects as well as your personal works. So from pharmacaucus, we bring you some very important aspects regarding the time management for pharmacy students. I hope you would like this video. Please watch till the end. So let's dive into the present topic. So why it is important for time management in pharmacy? Why? What's the reason? So pharmacy students generally face unique challenges in academic pressures, such as we have enormous amounts of syllabus with complex subjects, and we need to switch between lab work, assignments and research activities from time to time. And moreover, there are additional responsibilities like the internships, seminars, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, knowledge gaining sessions, brainstorming sessions. So all these along with other activities on our radar. So if we are unable to maintain this time or manage the time properly, or the poor time management can lead to last minute panic, poor academic performance and even burnouts. So to avoid, I am giving out these hacks. Effective time management can improve the productivity, maintain work-life balance and promote mental well-being. So with just maintaining our time or managing our time, we can achieve wonders. So I am here to propose some hacks so that we all can manage our time properly, right? So first of all, we look at some of the common challenges that are being faced nowadays. I broadly categorize them into four categories. One is the procrastination and distractions. So procrastination means delaying tasks until the deadline looms, which means so we'll do it later, we'll do tomorrow, we'll do it afterwards. So this is what is called as procrastination. This may be due to some of the distractions like social media, mobiles, uh, peer pressure can eat up your time. So these are one of the common challenges what every one of us bear nowadays. The second one is the last moment rush. So before exams, we will like what to say, we'll rush to finish our syllabus. So that is one of the common challenges. Then the third challenge is overcommit to certain activities. So we are focused only on certain activities. Though we are having n number of activities, we are focused only towards few activities. So we are overcommitted to those activities. The next one is the difficulty in maintaining the priorities. Even this is one of the uh, very important challenge or very common challenge what we face in our careers. So these are the common challenges. So to overcome this, what to do, we'll see. So to overcome these challenges, I will suggest one simple solution. We need to identify those personal challenges that would become our first step. So if we are able to identify our personal challenges, then we can decide or design a method such that we can overcome those challenges. So this is the simple solution. So to do that, we need to have awareness, we need to plan, and then we can achieve the discipline. So this is what my suggestion is. So we, first of all, we need to identify our challenges. Then we need to take the first step towards overcoming these challenges. And through proper awareness and planning, then maintaining the discipline, we can definitely achieve the success. So moving forward. So this is one of my first hacks, what I would like to say, goal setting. Goal setting is very essential, but what kind of goals we need to set? So I will distribute my goals into short term and long term. But be sure that you are making a clear goals. Don't make vague goals. So because making a clear goal is very important, vague or unclear goals will eat up your mind and time. So don't do that. So we need to set clear goals both for the long term and short term. So I gave certain strategic plan which I felt suitable. So we need to have semester wise academic goals. So I think we are all having semesters, sem 1 and sem 2. So we need to plan our activities based on the semesters. Then we need to plan weekly personal and wellness goals. What does it mean? Weekly personal and wellness goals. So first of all, we need to spare some time for ourselves so that we will maintain our mental well-being. So you need to have certain time for ourselves. Then use a beautiful technique called as smart goal technique. And the next suggestion I would give is research and project milestones. So we need to set some milestones. So based on those milestones, we need to work on each and every aspect of that milestone. So these are some of the things I would like to say about setting of goals. So we need to clearly distinguish between the semester wise goals, I mean academic wise. Then we need to set weekly personal and wellness goals because this would definitely help our mental well-being. Then we need to use a technique called as smart goal technique, and then we need to set up milestones for our projects or research work, and we need to act as per the milestones what we have set. And coming to this smart goal technique, so smart has 5 letters. I can call it as a smart goal framework. So smart has 5 letters: S, M, A, R, and T. So we'll see each one of these. So smart, S stands for specific. So we need to know exactly what we want to accomplish. So we need to be very clear in our goals. We need to be very specific. Then M stands for measurable. So we need to see that whatever the time management or whatever the goals we are setting, they should be measurable. So we can have certain quantification on our progress. Then A stands for achievable. See, whatever the goals we are setting, they should be achievable. Be realistic. Don't say that I told you it should be realistic and it should be achievable. Then it should be relevant. So see that whatever the goals you are setting, they are very relevant. You need to align with your academic and your career goals. Whatever the goals you are setting, they should be aligned with your academic as well as your career goals. Then T transfers time bound. So time bound set deadlines. So these are very important as far as this smart goal framework is concerned. So you should see that your goals are specific, you should see that they are measurable and they are achievable, then they should be relevant and time bound. So this is what is called as smart goal network. Moving further, then there is one more hack which is called as the time block method. So what is meant by time block method? The name itself says time block. So we are dividing available time for us into different blocks. So based on that, we can achieve wonders. So this is one of the most powerful time management techniques. We are dividing our day into different blocks, or the time into different blocks. Allocate fixed hours to each activity. The example may be study, leisure, research, or meeting friends, having to go out. So you need to allocate your time into different blocks. See that you are strictly maintaining your time blocks. Okay, so if you are planning one activity for 1 hour, see that the activity is finished in 1 hour. Don't drag on to the next block. So you should avoid multitasking during the blocks. For example, if you have allotted time for one activity, do one activity. Don't do two activities together. No, I have given some example for a time block. See, you can divide your time into like this. See, these are the time blocks what I have given. So based on that, you can allocate some time for your breakfast, dinner, lunch, studies, your playing, whatever it is. Sometime you can spend time for researching or whatever. So you divide your time into blocks, and based on that blocks, stick on to your blocks. Don't exceed your time limits. Once the block is finished, you stop the activity and record whatever you have done during that activity. If anything is left over, see that it is done in the next day's time block whenever you allocate your time. So this is very most powerful time management technique. What I suggest you is time block method. So this can give a good amount of success because you are sticking on to the time limits. So next method what I am going to discuss is apply the 80-20 rule. This is also called as the Pareto Principle. So this rule suggests that you need to pick up those activities or tasks which are giving you 80% of the results, but you are doing only 20% of the tasks. So this is what you are going to pick up. So you need to do 80%, you need to gain 80% of the results just by doing 20% of your works. This is what is called as Pareto Principle. So to do this, we need to identify and focus on high impact tasks. For example, we will study the frequently asked topics which can yield better results. So going through our old question papers and collect old question papers, then this will really fetch you a lot of information, because we need to get some information on what kind of topics are repetitive in exams. I'm not saying that you can skip the remaining chapters. No, you can go through the whole syllabus, but you can secure 80% of the results from just by seeing through the repetitive questions. So don't waste too much time on low weightage content or repetitive tasks. So using this principle for exam preparation is very essential. Even this will also helpful in research focus. Focus on your research. So this is other Pareto principle. This is also very aggressively used technique so that you can manage your time. The next technique what I suggest is using some digital tools, because this is a technological world nowadays. So we need to leverage the technology whatever available so that we can stay organized. So I am suggesting some digital tools. There are a lot of digital tools, but I would personally suggest some tools for your understanding. So these are whatever I found important and cheap. I am suggesting to you. They are available everywhere free of cost. So you can go through. Some few things may also demand membership. So these are the tools what I preferred for you, or you can use any of these digital tools, but I suggest these tools. So first one is the forest or the pharmacaucus. So these are the focus apps that limit your distractions. So these you can use these apps to stay focused on the activity what you are doing, so that you can limit your distractions. The next app what I can suggest is Anki or Quizlet. So these are some of the flashcards what we can use for spaced repetition for many heavy topics. For example, say you are lagging in some topic, you can use these Quizlet apps or tools such that they generate quizzes on the topics what you are lagging, so that you can memorize these very easily. And the next one I would suggest is the Google Calendar. So this Google Calendar will help you a lot in time blocking and also reminders. The other things what you can follow is either Notion or Trello. So these are the time management or task management apps or tools that will help you in note taking and progress tracking. So these are some of the digital tools what I like personally and I am suggesting to you. You can follow any similar kind of digital tools what you would like. The next uh, hack what I'm going to present you is about learn to say no. What is meant by learn to say no? You may be having lot of activities, or a lot of activities may come to you either through your classmates or seniors or even from your professors. So the thing is, you can't do everything on your own. So we need to learn to say no to some aspects. While saying no, please don't overcommit to unnecessary activities. Then you need to evaluate, is this helping you in your career or your learning or your well-being? If any activity is helping to your career or learning or well-being, then you must definitely do it, because this will help you to gain some knowledge, or this may pave the path for your career. So accept only such kind of activities or tasks, but don't overcommit to unnecessary activities. And moreover, be assertive and polite. Be straight, but say it in a polite manner while saying no. Don't rush. Evaluate every commitment with a single question. Does this align with my current goals or well-being? So you need to evaluate yourselves. Then, if it is not aligning with any of your commitments or careers, please, it's okay to say no. But it should be in a polite manner. Done. We'll move on to the next hack. So you need to develop a kind of routine both for the morning and night. So I call this hack as build a morning and night routines. So routines will provide structure and reduce the decision fatigue. For example, say morning you can have time for your revision. You can schedule it, do a light reading or revision. The night, reflect on your day, write a short journal entry and plan for tomorrow. So this should be your routine. So when you wake up after refreshing, then you need to revise or review what your schedule is. So you need to plan, right? Time blocking technique. In the morning, you plan your activities for the day. In the night, you see how much you have done for the day. You done your time blocking, how much you have done, any pending work. Then you allocate that pending work to the next day time block. So like that, when you sit for a entries, make journal entries. So what you have done today, what is pending for tomorrow. Then if you maintain that journal, it will be very easy for you. You can see the change within you, so that you will improve a lot. So adaptive sleep, you need to have a good sleep for 6 to 8 hours, because which is very necessary and essential for your memory and cognitive functions. So don't make your time of sleeping to shrink or to enlarge other than 6 to 8 hours. So even if you are sleeping less time or sleeping more time, will affect your cognitive functions. So this is also a good and important hack. Then we'll move on to the next one. Please take care of your health. Your productivity depends on your physical and mental health. So to do that, I suggest some things like nutrition, eat balanced meals and stay hydrated. The second one is take a break. When you take a break, you follow 50-10 rule. So if you want to study for 1 hour, you study for 50 minutes, then take a break for 10 minutes. So this is what is called as 50-10 rule. The next one is do a regular exercise, a short walk or yoga, that will help you relieve your mental stress. Then you need to focus on your mental health wellness. So you need to practice mindfulness, talk to your peers or go through some counselors, but you need to maintain your mental health, because whatever your planning activities or your um, other activities, they depend on your mental health. So please take care of your physical as well as your mental health. So ignoring health to save time will backfire in the long run. So if you are focused on doing your activities, it's very good, but we need to maintain our health both physically and mentally, because this will bring out a good success rate in the long run, right? So then the next one is weekly review and adjustments. So reflection will sharpen your progress. So you need to, as I told you, in the morning and night routines, in the morning you are planning, in the night you are reviewing, and you are making a entry or a journal entry. Then you have to do this for every week. You need to have a weekly reviews, and based on your progress you need to make adjustments, because this will really help you in maintaining your progress. At the end of each week, okay, you need to have a weekly review of these things, whatever you have done in this week, and what are your planning for the next week. So after second week, again you do some review, then plan for the third week. So you need to set up weekly review and adjust based on your accomplishments. So you need to see three things here. First one, what did I accomplish during the first week? What you have accomplished during the second week? What you need to review, what went as per plan and what didn't go as per the planning. And the third thing you need to do is you need to improve, or you need to see things where you have to improve. So these are the three things you need to review, you need to plan, and you need to make some adjustments. So based on the previous week review, you need to plan your next week accordingly. So this will ensure continuous improvement and keep on aligned with your goals. So right from the beginning of this topic, we have been discussing how we can manage the time effectively, right? So managing time per hour, per day, per week, per month. So you need to plan the things accordingly and you need to execute your plan. So we have come to the end of uh, this topic. So for that, I will quickly summarize whatever we have discussed. Then we talked about smart goal framework. Then we talked about time blocking. Then the Pareto Principle, 80-20 rule. Then I suggested you some digital platforms, and then you need to maintain your routines, morning routine and evening night routine. Then you need to maintain your health, prioritize your physical as well as your mental health. Then nutrition, exercise, mental wellness. So everything I've discussed. Then I also told you to learn to say no. Don't overcommit to certain activities. Then you conduct weekly reviews. So these are the hacks for your time management, what I suggest from my side. See, the thing is, we should not aim for perfection. We need to aim for the progress. If you are doing the progress correctly, then the perfection will come automatically. Sometimes small habits done consistently will create huge changes over time. We need to celebrate even small aims, small wins, submitted assignments, cleared exams, completed experiments. See, remember, your pharmacy journey is a marathon, it is not a sprint. So, manage your time so that you can enjoy the journey and not just endure it. Of course, doing small things in progress will definitely earn you a success. So make a habit of doing the progress first, then the perfection will come automatically. Then, so the tools and techniques from the foundation of effective time management. So use these tools widely so that you can have the foundation of time management. Then I hope you liked our video. If you like our knowledge, if you feel this interesting, like, share, subscribe to our channel. Your encouragement will always help us in making new things or new videos. So while subscribing, please make sure you turn on the notification button. If you have any doubts and queries, please make sure you're commenting in the comment section. Then give your valuable feedback, so this will encourage us. Make sure to follow our channel for more content. Thank you. I hope you liked our video. We'll meet you in the next one.